All right, this is one of my favorite things to teach because to me, this really shows you that you can really play up the neck. You're gonna be able to make those transitions smooth by doing these exercises. So I'm very, very excited about this because to me, for me, when I came up with this, it sort of made me realize this was a gateway to playing chord melody style. So we are going to play scales, but in what I think is a really fun way. So all of our melody note or the scale notes are going to be on our A string. So we're going to actually be playing full chords while playing the melody note. And I'm having us start with a B flat. I call it B flat dominant because to me that's the easiest one to wrap your fingers around. So instead of starting with the regular major scale. So we're going to go through a variety, and actually, if you remember way back when Craig was teaching you those different shapes, we're going to go through all of those shapes, but add the melody note in between each shape so that you really can make it smooth transitions in between the chords. So, and the reason I'm using B flat instead of C is by using B flat, you actually get to use the entire fretboard. Now, those of you that play soprano or concert, do not worry. We may go way up higher than you anticipate, and you might go higher than you have frets, but this is still a great thing to practice, nonetheless. All right, so starting with that, I just call it the dominant scale. It's your major scale with that flatted seventh note. And we're gonna go through a bunch of different B flat sevens, including some natural extensions. So let's start with our first one, B flat 7, that you know and love, that has our starting B flat note. The next note we need is going to be C note, which is the 3rd fret of your A string. So try that, B flat, 7, add the C note. Not too bad, that's easy. Okay, the next one that we need is actually going to be this note here, that D note on the 5th fret. And what we're going to do, I tend to put my pinky down first so that I have an anchor there and lift everybody up. We are going to form what suspiciously looks like a G7, but starting with your index on the 3rd fret, so it's going to be 3, 5, 4, 5. The next one, you're just going to move your pinky up 1 fret. All right, let's start again from the top, B flat 7. Add your ring, pinky down, move everybody to meet up with him, pinky up. One more time, B flat 7. This is actually B flat 9, pinky goes up, B flat 7, pinky goes up. Nice, okay. Then we are going to, I have my pinky be I like having what I call an anchor finger, somebody that is always on the board. It's very important because as soon as you do this, you don't know where you are. Even if you have dots on the side of your ukulele and you kind of look, you still don't know where you are. So always try to keep someone on the board if possible and have a game plan. So I'll explain my game plan for here. I know my pinky needs to go to that 8th fret, so my pinky actually goes up first, while my other fingers stay hovered. And if you remember from Craig's lesson, what shape comes next? It's the one that looks like F7. But again, this is a B flat 7 because your index is based there on the 6th fret. So let's practice that transition again. We've got B flat 7, add the 3rd fret, move up. Your pinky is the anchor there on that 5th fret to create this shape, which kind of looks like G7. Move your pinky up. Pinky slides up, everyone else hovers in place. Now, your pinky is actually going to go up 2 frets. So that again. Okay. Then you're going to replace your pinky with your index and bar and add your middle finger, or again, you can bar this way as well, but you're gonna add a finger to the A string. And that is that flatted 7th note in the scale. Then the next one, if you remember, you'll skip. And that's the exact same one as the one you started with. So that's our B flat to B flat. Let's go through it all. Tempo dell'erno, really slow. Okay, B flat, 7, add the 9, scoot up, pinky goes to the 8, 2 frets up, replace with a bar, go up, nice. One more time. Nice, huh? So that way you'll notice, I'll give you a sneak peek, when you get into songs like The Nearness of You, there is a section of it, just the nearness of. It's a G7 chord in the sheet music, but let's find where that is with our B flat 7 here. It's the exact same thing because it's that same shape. So by practicing the scale forward and back, you're actually going to give yourself that spatial awareness as well as that muscle memory, so you'll know what shape comes next. And also what note would be safe to play if you were gonna transition to it. Even if you're comping, for example, and you're on a dominant chord for a long time, like B flat 7. You know, if I'm playing B flat 7, I can move through those fairly easily because I know how far apart the spacing is. So have fun playing that scale and you'll notice, so going up, going backwards, you might end up playing it slightly differently. Right? So what I did there was this, sorry. Instead, I replaced, instead of doing this, I actually cheated and just lifted up. So you'll kind of discover what feels right as far as what going backwards is, because it's going to be a little bit different for you.